Gabby. Miss you, baby. I'm coming to see you in like a week, so make sure, listen, just leave your phone wherever you at because you have to come and spend time with.
Welcome back to Moments with Marie. If you're not already subscribed to my channel, make sure you hit the subscribe button below and also hit a thumbs up on this video and hit the bell icon so you can be the first to know whenever I upload new content. It looks like Safaree may want his old thing back. So as many of you know or don't know, he is engaged to Love and Hip Hop star Mena. He surprised her on Christmas Eve and proposed to her, and obviously she said yes. But the tea is bubbling hot recently because there were some text messages that were leaked to the blogs. Basically, it was like a conversation between him and his ex, which is another VH1 star. Her name is Gabby Davis, but she's from a different city. So when the text messages got leaked, a lot of gossip channels had reached out to him and asked him if the text messages were real or if they were fabricated. And of course he denied it because he's engaged. And if it were true, why would he basically admit to wanting his ex back when he's about to get married to, quote unquote, the love of his life? So one of the blogs that had reached out to him and asked him if the text messages were true was a Neighborhood Talk. Somebody had commented underneath the Neighborhood Talk's post and said, wasn't he just exposed for some foul shit? Erica, a contract wifey. And the Neighborhood Talk responded by saying, no, I spoke to Safaree. It's not true. She then responded and said, I have all the receipts in my phone as well. Would you like me to post the originals at Safaree, at the Neighborhood Talk, at @IM_Erica Mena? Leave me out of this fake mess. And tell your man to stop reaching out. I already declined him and that ring. Somebody else responded and said, at the Neighborhood Talk, he lying, boo, but you know that. And she responded to the person and the Neighborhood Talk and said, if I wanted to expose Safaree, I damn well could. So stop playing with me. At the Neighborhood Talk, y'all know is the truth exactly why you posted and deleted by. And they had ended up deleting the post where they had asked Safaree if it was true or not about the text messages and him denying it basically. And she stuck true to her word because she pulled out the receipts, honey, and she did not come to play with anybody. So after receiving a bunch of comments on her page and, people, I guess, probably DMing her about the whole scandal, she put this on her story. She put at the Neighborhood Talk, at I am Erica Mena, at Safaree, the truth always comes to light. Stop playing with me. I haven't said a damn thing until now. And then she continues by saying, y'all can pay the blogs to cover up, but now, okay, just annoyed. So check my page in 3, 2, 1. So this is when the tea gets burning, motherfucking piping hot. She posts a series of text messages allegedly between her and Safaree, and she captions it by saying, at the Neighborhood Talk, since y'all want to be messy, I didn't want to do this, but here are a few messages, old and new. Don't come for me, thanks. I was quiet about this. I don't want any parts, but now the internet is dragging me, so swipe and don't tag me no more. And she said she was going to come up with the receipts, and she did exactly that. So after posting that, bear with me, guys, I am going to read them aloud. This is not to insult anybody's intelligence, but just for somebody that may be just listening to the video and not necessarily watching it, I'm going to read the screenshots out loud so then you guys know exactly what was said. So this part is what Safaree had wrote her and said, I got a violin player, a small choir, fireworks, and somebody to release white doves. I know you would have been like, what the fuck? This man is crazy. I really appreciate your apology. I mean it. I just wanted you to feel the love you weren't used to, but I forgive you and understand. I wanted you to be good and happy with yourself first. I used to be miserable and no one could make me happy. Oh, and now you know why I was in such a weird headspace and acting weird at brunch, because that's where I was going to do. These text messages are a little choppy, I will say that, because she's mostly just showing things that he said and not really all her responses. So this is another part that was from Safaree. This is on the next slide over. It says, before I left, Cam saw the ring, so she asked me about it when I got back because she was excited, and she went and told everybody. And one of the producers told me they were going to try to fly you to Costa Rica behind my back. She responded by saying, oh, she hit me today, but she said she was busy and she was going to call me tomorrow. I still want it whenever I see you again. I do love you. Don't forget that, with the laughing emoji. So this next screenshot is dated from November 4th, which is interesting because this would have been the same time that he was with Erica Mena. Although it was before the proposal, they were dating at this time. He texted her and said, miss you. She responded by saying hi. He said, hate not waking up to you and kissing you in your sleep. I'm really lonely, Gabby. What's going on with your case? You don't tell me anything and that frustrates me. And she responded, you kiss me in my sleep, LOL. And for me, this is a red flag. I mean, if Erica does see this, even if they were just dating at the time, they weren't engaged, I always find it interesting if a guy can't be committed to you while you guys are, I guess, in the dating phase, or, you know, how you want to call it, the girlfriend boyfriend phase, then more than likely he's not going to be faithful to you when you guys are married. But then again, if she has a contract wifey, then she doesn't really give a fuck because she's just getting paid to be in a relationship with him. Then the screenshots continue. She has a heart, and then he responds, what do you think about it? What do you think about when you think of me? Yeah, honestly, I've never been hurt that much or let down since Nikki. I lost myself. I was looking in the mirror like, where am I right now? I didn't want to see or be around anyone. My friend who was there never saw me like that. He couldn't believe it either because he knew since I was a kid, no one ever had my head the like you, which he needs to work on his English. And she responded by saying, I'm sorry. Like I said, these text messages are very choppy and it doesn't like really show like a complete thread. So right here you see her saying, I understand you miss me and you saw me, but I don't think you really love me as you say you do. I think you had, based on what happened after our convo, I wasn't the best, but I'm not the worst. You, on the other hand, I don't know what your plan is, like one extreme to the next. He responded by saying, I mean everything I say to you. She said, okay. And then he says, sorry, walking through the airport. And then she responds, okay. And then he sends a picture, which I'm assuming is a picture of the two of them. The conversation continues, and you can see that he writes, shit was hypnotizing. And she responds, I guess. He says, I don't guess, I know. That used to be the only thing you would be vulnerable and melt to me. She responded, nah, I always had my guard up because of the things you do and say, and you proved me right. I don't even know what to think anymore. I shouldn't even be texting you. You're soon to be married. I have respect. And then he responded saying, I'm not getting married for the 1,000th time. Well, 10,000th time. Which I find interesting. So, like, is she a contract wifey or not? Like, and if these text messages are true, not only is his number leaked now, but also you're basically exposing your own storyline. The text messages continue. She said, you blocked me the fuck out of nowhere. He responded and said, I think I changed my number. I didn't block you. It's so crazy what hold you have on me. She responded by saying, yes, you did. It's all goody though. And then he says, good morning. And this is May 29th. So this is just recently, within the last month. And then she says, what, question mark. Erica, I hope you don't really love this man, because if these text messages are true, he is not the man for you, period. Then it continues. He says, LOL. She says, okay. And then on May 30th, which is just a day after, he says, remember me. She puts a question mark and he says, how's y'all? And I don't know what that means. She responds by saying, how's your marriage? He says, laughing my ass off. She responds by saying, what's the joke? Listen, I don't have time for the foolishness. Go back to whatever it is you were doing. Don't get me in any mix. Don't text me anymore. And then she ends up posting these two photos after the series thread. I mean, woo, child, the tea. Like, Safaree, come on. I don't know when these celebrities are going to learn that there's some things, you know, if it has a paper trail, that you can't erase. You sitting there texting a girl, talking about what you haven't had since Nikki and saying your marriage is fake, basically. Like, you're bound to get exposed. And based off the comments in her comment section, it's kind of like mixed. Some people are saying, like, yeah, she wasn't playing. Other people are saying, like, if you didn't want to be involved, then why are you kind of like still entertaining the situation? Somebody says, somebody please give this girl some attention. You literally begging to be seen right now. The man probably wanted to fuck. They get like this to get some. And then somebody else commented and said, well, if you didn't want to get involved? Why involve yourself further? Which is a good question. I mean, she's saying stop adding her, stop doing all this stuff, and telling him to stop texting her, but yet you're leaking text messages from a month ago because I guess maybe you feel some type of way about people commenting under your posts. But I mean, what do you expect? You are a TV celebrity, so they say. People weren't really happy with her basically coming at the neighborhood talk, which a lot of people like that blog. I mean, I personally do as well. So a lot of their followers was coming and commenting under that series, a thread of text messages. So then I guess she got tired of people trolling and commenting saying, why are you coming for the neighborhood talk? And she then posted this last screenshot, and it says in the screenshot, this is Safaree saying on May 29th, which is around the same time as the other screenshots. It says, even the Airbnb got robbed. I loved that trip with you. And she responds by saying, I know it was a good trip overall. I'm not going to let you drag me down memory lane or twist me into a pretzel, but that was a great time. I don't know why you're telling me all of this and you started a whole other chapter in your life. He responded by saying, because I know what I want. And she says, and what exactly is that, Safaree? And he says, to be happy with you. And he continues by saying, you have a different type of hold on me. She responds, because you saw me. And he said, nah, it's been there. I've been talking you up since I got here and before I got here. She then responds by saying, before I even talk about that, you can explain to me your situation because I'm confused. I thought you were marrying the love of your life, unless that's all for the gram. And then she ends her exposing session by saying on her Instagram story, it's crazy how women always get treated this way, always under, I think she meant to say minded. I don't think she meant to say undermined because we're not gold. And overlooked by men and their lack of accountability. Yikes. But Gossip in the City did get some tea from her via DM, and I'm going to post it, basically insinuating that Safaree and Erica Mena are no longer together, and that the last time she had saw him was when the series of text messages were basically made, when she was talking about, oh, because you saw me, because the last time she did see him was just last month in May. You can see in the screenshot that Gossip of the City posted, this is their conversation that they had with her privately via DM, and they had wrote, the reporter wrote, I had reported their issues weeks ago when he was in Jamaica, and she responded by saying, I'm done. And then the person responded by saying she had went back to Atlanta, but I heard producers told them to get it together to shoot another season. And then the girl basically said that she could post it if she wanted it because she's over this. But clearly you're not over it, sis, because you still hurt over some reason, and it can't just be from people commenting. But it looks like, it's not all good in fairy tale land, because they try to bring this persona like they're so happy on social media. And if these text messages are proven to be real, then Safaree, what are you doing? Like, baby. So I guess this was Erica's response to all the tea. She hops onto her Instagram story hours later and posts this meme. It says, Lord help these basic bitches. Erica also came through with the post and delete in the middle of the night, and she posted this on her story and said, a man can be deep inside you, stupid, and still not feel you. He then continues by saying, one quick fuck and made up fake text. Stop bragging on how many times you faked a recent fuck by someone else's man, and count how many times a man has actually claimed you and down when shit got rough with that deportation. Oh yes, I sting. I'm not sure what point Erica was trying to make here, because she's basically proving the girl's point that she was in some type of contact with Safaree, and that Safaree may have stepped out on her, but she's just saying it was just one quick fuck. I don't really know, why girls, I don't know, maybe she's really in love. But personally for me, I'm not watering down my man stepping down on me or basically entertaining other females. Gabby then continues her rant this morning. She posted this on her story. She says, always the women who get the blame, never the men. Address that he's still out there running behind me. And yeah, you said I'm all the way in Jamaica. And then she puts her location, and then she puts this as her last thing, but I'm pretty sure she's probably going to say something else. She said, this will be my last day on post about this. I'm not too bothered, because I wouldn't want a man like that. Either way, he stays in everyone's messages. After posting that to her story, she posts this last video. So she claims about the situation. She captions it. So apparently all my texts are fake and I'm blocked. But tell me how you fake a video. Say whatever you please.
I'm about to fly to JA to see Miss Davis. What the hell? No L? Call who? Gabrielle Davis, not Union. Me and you though, that's a union. Bars up, bars down. When they see me, there ain't no stars down. Get it now, how you fed it now. I'm about to get up when we weapon like a sit down. Yo, Gabby. Miss you, baby. I'm coming to see you in like a week, so make sure, listen, just leave your phone wherever you at, because you have to come and spend time with Stunt Daddy. Use him.
But you guys let me know what you think in the comment section below. Do you think she's telling the truth? Do you think she's doing it for clout? Do you think there's more to the story? Do you think Erica knows? Like, there's just so many factors to this. Because for me, it kind of seems like Erica knows that something happened. But I think she's kind of accepting it. Maybe they talked about it. Maybe she is just a contract wifey, so she knows about it because they're not really together. I don't know. Y'all fill me in on some of the details that maybe I might have missed. But this has been Moments with Marie. If you're not already subscribed to my channel, make sure you hit the subscribe button below. And also hit a thumbs up on this video. Hit the bell icon so you can be the first to know whenever I upload new content. In addition to that, make sure that you follow me on all my social media handles.